You don't need to attend every emotional invitation. Think about that. Every drama, every surge of outrage, you're not obligated to show up. What if peace was your default setting, not a constant battle to win? Do you feel hijacked? That sudden pull, your mood yanked by a careless word, a news headline, someone else's storm? That's the trigger. The moment your internal remote control is snatched away by external chaos. The Stoics, ancient masters of resilience, knew a profound secret: true power, true freedom, isn't found out there. It's cultivated within. An inner citadel, as Marcus Aurelius called it, that external events cannot breach. Why do we let our inner state be dictated so easily? Is this constant reactivity the only way to live? Or is there a path to respond, not just react? To choose calm amidst the storm, deliberately. Epictetus taught that men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. It's not the event, but our judgment of it, that gives it power over our tranquility. That's a game changer. This isn't about becoming emotionless, a stone. It's about emotional sovereignty. It's about distinguishing what you can control from what you cannot, and focusing your energy only on the former. This is true self-mastery. Imagine choosing your internal weather, regardless of the external forecast. Not being dragged into every argument, every piece of negativity. Picture a mind that is your sanctuary, not a public square for every passing opinion. This isn't a superpower reserved for ancient philosophers. It's a skill, a practice, a way to reclaim your mind, your energy, your peace. The ability to detach, to observe without absorbing, is within your reach. So, if you're tired of being emotionally hijacked, of overreacting and feeling drained by drama, stay with us. We're diving deep into the Stoic art of detachment, your path to unshakable inner peace and control. Every day, we're bombarded. Notifications, opinions, the relentless 24/7 news cycle. Each ping, each headline, a potential trigger, a spark ready to ignite an emotional wildfire within us, often before we even realize it. Our peace becomes a hostage. It's contingent on others' moods, their actions, algorithms, or events half a world away. We've outsourced our emotional well-being, making it terrifyingly vulnerable to external forces we cannot control. This is modern hyperreactivity, a state where our nervous systems are perpetually on high alert, our responses hair-triggered. We live in a state of continuous partial attention, never fully present, always primed to react. Think of the cycle. A trigger fires. An immediate emotional surge follows, often leading to words or actions we later regret. This reactive loop keeps us stuck, replaying the same patterns, feeling powerless to change. This constant state of alert, this emotional labor of managing triggers, drains our precious mental and emotional energy. Focus shatters, creativity wanes, and the pursuit of meaningful goals, our flourishing, gets sidelined. We chase the illusion of control by trying to manage externals, people's opinions, outcomes, the world's chaos. But this is a losing game, as Epictetus would remind us, because these things are fundamentally not up to us. The Stoic insight flips this. Genuine control lies in our inner responses, our judgments, our choices, not in bending the world to our will, but in mastering our inner domain, our hegemonicon or ruling faculty. Without this understanding, we risk becoming puppets of circumstance, our strings pulled by every fleeting emotion, every provocation. Our days defined by reaction rather than intention, by disturbance rather than by design. This isn't a sign of personal weakness. It's often a result of deep conditioning, societal pressures, even our neurobiology. Dopamine loops rewarding instant engagement, however trivial or upsetting the stimulus might be. The digital age, for all its wonders, amplifies this. Echo chambers, constant comparison, the curated outrage. It's an environment almost perfectly designed to keep us hooked, anxious, and perpetually reactive. The consequences? Increased stress, anxiety, a feeling of being overwhelmed. We lose connection with our deeper values. Our sense of meaning and purpose gets eroded. This is life below zero, far from genuine well-being. But what if there was an ancient, time-tested toolkit specifically designed for this modern ailment? a philosophy built for turbulent times, offering practical wisdom for emotional resilience. This is where Stoicism and Epictetus enter. Many chase comfort, believing it's the golden ticket to happiness. But is a life shielded from all challenge, all friction, truly fulfilling? Or does it become a gilded cage, subtly stunting our capacity for deep-earned joy and resilience? True contentment, the kind that truly resonates deep within our core, often springs directly from overcoming significant obstacles, not merely avoiding them. As Scruton suggested, it's the settlement that follows a struggle, a hard-won peace fleeting comfort cannot replicate. This pervasive myth keeps us tethered to the familiar, fearing the very experiences that could forge unshakable strength. We trade the potential for profound, lasting joy for momentary ease, a fundamentally poor bargain in the economy of a meaningful life. Our brains aren't wired for perpetual ease. They're wired for meaning, for engagement, for striving. Dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, spikes powerfully from achievement, from overcoming, not just from the passive reception of fleeting, superficial pleasures. This pursuit of comfort over growth ignores our innate need for what psychologists call eudaimonic well-being, happiness found in purpose and personal development. It's a yearning for more than just feeling good. It's a desire to be good, to strive. So, the first root of our unease is this misdirection, chasing a phantom happiness in superficial comfort, while true fulfillment demands we embrace the discomfort necessary for growth, for building a resilient self, for earning our joy. Then there's Stoicism, often painted as a philosophy of cold, emotionless suppression, a grim, unfeeling mask, right? This popular caricature is profoundly wrong, misleading us about one of history's most practical psychologies for inner strength. True Stoics never aim to eliminate emotions. They are, after all, natural human responses. Instead, they sought to understand them, to not be overwhelmed or dictated by them. The goal wasn't suppression, but wise management. It's about taking responsibility for our reactions to our feelings. As Viktor Frankl, echoing Stoic sentiment, might put it, between stimulus and response there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. Suppressing emotions is like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It inevitably bursts forth, often with greater uncontrolled force. Stoicism offers a path to observe, process, and then choose our actions with clarity and purpose. This crucial misunderstanding robs us of a powerful toolkit for cultivating inner peace and resilience amidst life's storms. It's about achieving emotional regulation, not aiming for an impossible and undesirable emotional eradication, a profound, empowering distinction. So, another hidden root, dismissing Stoic wisdom as mere emotional denial. In reality, it's about sophisticated emotional intelligence and the art of responding to life with considered judgment, not just reacting, thereby building an unshakable inner citadel. So, how do we cut through these tangled roots of misconception and unease? We start with a cornerstone of Stoic thought, the dichotomy of control. Some things are up to us, Epictetus taught, and many more are not. He was crystal clear, our opinions, impulses, desires, aversions, in short, whatever is our own doing, our bodies, possessions, reputation, office, in short, whatever is not. This distinction is simple, yet profoundly liberating when truly grasped. Wasting precious mental and emotional energy on what we fundamentally cannot control, that's a guaranteed recipe for frustration, anxiety, and a pervasive sense of helplessness, like shouting at storm clouds to part, utterly futile. But focusing our efforts squarely on our choices, our responses, our reasoned actions within our sphere of influence, that is where our true power lies. This isn't about passivity, it's about highly strategic, impactful engagement. Neuroscience offers fascinating support. Consistently practicing this discernment can actually rewire your brain. Less amygdala-driven reactivity to external chaos, more prefrontal cortex calmly navigating, promoting neuroplastic changes towards resilience and considered, thoughtful response. You build new pathways. This isn't about assigning blame for external events, but embracing radical responsibility for our internal borrowed, our interpretations and reactions. As Jordan Peterson often emphasizes, set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Imagine the immense mental energy freed up when you consciously redirect focus from uncontrollable anxieties to constructive actions you can take. That energy, once squandered on worry, becomes fuel for purpose and positive change. It's the profound difference between being a thermometer, merely reflecting the ambient temperature of your circumstances, and a thermostat, actively setting your own internal climate regardless of external pressures. You choose your internal state. Gratitude naturally flows from this understanding. When you clearly distinguish what's outside your control, you can more deeply appreciate the good that exists, and critically, your own innate capacity to respond constructively to any situation. This isn't a magical one-time insight, but a daily disciplined practice. Like training a muscle, it requires consistent effort, sorting what's mine to manage from what is not, again and again, until it becomes second nature. The core question becomes, where can I place my finite energy and attention for maximum positive impact and genuine inner peace? The Stoics answered decisively, firmly within the sphere of your own voluntary choices and judgments. This single concept, the dichotomy of control, when truly internalized and practiced, can fundamentally revolutionize your experience of life. It fosters less reactivity, more purposeful action, and lays the essential groundwork for unshakable, authentic resilience. The solution starts with a control inventory. It's not about wishful thinking, it's about brutal honesty. What can you genuinely command? This first step reclaims your power by defining its actual boundaries, right now. No more wasted energy. This echoes Epictetus, some things are in our control, others not. The Stoic razor. It cuts away anxiety about the uncontrollable. Your focus shifts to your actions, your judgments, your will. That's your domain. Own it completely. Practically list every worry. Then ruthlessly circle only those items you directly influence. Your effort, your choices, your responses. Everything else? Acknowledge it, then mentally release it. This isn't apathy, it's precision focus on what matters. The immediate benefit? Mental quiet. A calm space opens up when you drop the weight of the world's unmanageables. This isn't emptiness, it's readiness. You've cleared the deck for deliberate, impactful action. Neurochemically, cortisol starts to drop. Step 2. The gratitude anchor. Once you know what you can't control, you consciously appreciate what you have. This isn't naive positivity, it's a strategic refocusing of attention, a deliberate counterweight to life's inherent difficulties. It's work. Jordan Peterson advises to be grateful in spite of your suffering. It's a responsible stance. Scruton might add, gratitude for the unearned gifts of civilization, of being. It actively seeks and acknowledges the good, however small or overlooked. This directly builds PERMA's positive emotion. PERMA, Seligman's framework for flourishing, positive emotion, engagement, relationships, meaning, achievement. Gratitude physically rewires neural pathways, making positivity your brain's default, not its exception. Deliberate cultivation. The action, daily, identify 3 specific things you're grateful for. Write them. Feel their reality, a warm bed, a completed task, a moment of quiet. No judgment on size. This habit anchors you in present good. Third, the purpose compass. With clarity from the control inventory and warmth from the gratitude anchor, you now direct your energy. This isn't about grand life-altering missions overnight. It's about focused, meaningful daily steps. Peterson's set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Start with your immediate sphere. Take responsibility for one small improvement, one task done with excellence. This is a microdose of purpose, building local order. This fuels PERMA's meaning and engagement. Small, chosen actions aligned with your values create a feedback loop of competence and significance. You're not just busy, you're invested. You're building something, however small. Each action matters. Your action define one small, achievable goal for the day that reflects your values. Execute it. This act of will, this micro-accomplishment sets your purpose compass. It proves agency. It generates momentum. You are the navigator. Consider Alex, drowning in news cycles, job fears, a sense of helplessness. Alex applies the control inventory, lists global crises, market volatility, a demanding boss. The anxiety is palpable, a constant background hum of dread. The inventory sharpens focus. Global markets, uncontrollable. Boss's mood, partially influenced by Alex's work quality. Own effort, entirely controllable. The mental fog begins to lift, replaced by a narrow, clear path of personal agency. The psychological shift, a palpable drop in generalized anxiety. The constant fight-or-flight state simmers down. Alex's baseline calm starts to rise, not blissful ignorance but focused calm. Reactivity lessens, proactivity becomes possible. Cognitively, the narrative changes. I can't fix everything, but I'm responsible for my part. This is the birth of true agency. The feeling of being a victim of circumstance recedes. Power, rightly understood, returns. Next, Alex tries the gratitude anchor. It feels awkward. Grateful for this lukewarm coffee? But the instruction is to persist. Find 3 things every day. The discipline is key, especially when it feels unnatural or undeserved. Gradually, appreciation for small things grows, a moment of silence, a supportive colleague, physical health. As Peterson suggests, taking stock despite hardship. The world, once grey with worry, starts showing flecks of color, of unearned good. The emotional impact? A quiet warmth, a subtle buffer against daily irritants. Perma's positive emotion isn't loud, it's a resilient undercurrent. Alex finds moments of genuine contentment, even amidst ongoing challenges. The load feels lighter. Engagement shifts. Alex is more present, less lost in future anxieties or past regrets. Small interactions gain meaning. The focus on gratitude makes the present moment richer, more available for genuine connection and experience. Finally, Alex uses the purpose compass. Chooses one work task to make a specific weekly report exceptionally clear and useful. A small domain of order. This accepted responsibility, as Peterson frames it, becomes a focal point. This focused effort yields results, positive feedback, personal satisfaction. A small win, but it ignites Perma's engagement and meaning. Alex isn't just enduring the day, but shaping a small piece of it with intention and skill. The cumulative psychological impact, Alex is transformed, not free of problems, but equipped. More resilient, more engaged, experiencing spikes of genuine meaning. Flourishing, as Seligman describes, becomes a tangible experience, built not found. This isn't a quick fix, it's a disciplined practice. The control inventory, gratitude anchor, and purpose compass work synergistically. They cultivate an inner architecture capable of weathering storms and finding purpose in the everyday. First up is focusing on what you control. Just denial, a way to stick your head in the sand, ignoring life's harsh realities. This objection comes up often. People worry it's about pretending problems simply vanish. It's not. The Stoic view, straight from Epictetus, some things are in our control and others not. This isn't denial, it's radical discernment. You identify your true sphere of power, where your agency truly lies. Sharp, unflinching clarity. Denial avoids pain, passively hoping it disappears. Stoic control, however, engages with what's real, then acts decisively where possible. Think agency, not fantasy. It's about steering your ship even through the heart of a storm. Active, not avoidant. Next common hurdle, what if gratitude feels fake, forced? You try to be grateful, but it rings hollow, insincere, like you're lying to yourself. Many experience this. It's a genuine barrier to embracing the practice effectively. Seligman's 3 good things isn't about faking overwhelming joy. It's about training your attention to consistently notice small, actual positives already present. Consider it mental strength training, meticulously building a new observational muscle. Start small, build consistency. Authenticity isn't instant, it's a skill cultivated through practice. Shift from forcing the feeling of gratitude to simply observing and acknowledging things objectively present that one genuinely appreciate. This subtle distinction is critical for real growth. Now, a crucial distinction: healthy detachment versus toxic positivity. They might seem similar on the surface, but are fundamentally operationally different. One empowers genuine resilience, the other insidiously invalidates. Knowing the difference is absolutely vital. Toxic positivity screams, "Just be happy, why so negative?" It flatly denies valid negative emotion. Healthy detachment conversely acknowledges pain, allows its presence, then helps you choose a wise, measured response. It's honest processing, not suppression. True detachment means emotional regulation, not emotional amputation. It's creating that vital inner space Peterson highlights, deliberately building order from chaos. You observe the feeling without becoming it. You gain perspective, you retain control. Here's the stark contrast. Detachment asks, "This is tough, what can I learn? What part can I control?" Toxic positivity dictates, "It's not hard, you're just being negative, smile more now." One builds, the other belittles. Healthy detachment cultivates deep resilience, the capacity to endure, adapt, and even thrive. Toxic positivity breeds shame and disconnection from reality. Your choice, practical wisdom to navigate life, or a brittle facade that shatters. Choose true strength. So, these nuances are not trivial, they are paramount. This isn't about simplistic life hacks or ignoring life's inherent complexity. It's about deep, actionable shifts in how you see and interact with your world. Master your internal responses. Theory is vital, but action is transformative. Let's walk through a daily perma-micro routine, practical, repeatable steps to actively build these psychological strengths. Short, sharp, designed for maximum impact in minimum time. Real change. Forget hours of complex rituals. Think potent microdoses of well-being, consistently applied day by day. Remember, consistency compounds, often beating sporadic intensity. We're building sustainable habits, not attempting unsustainable Herculean feats. Let's begin. P for positive emotion. End your day with Seligman's 3 good things. Simply list 3 things, however small, that went well today, and briefly note why. They went well. Takes just 2 minutes. This isn't about inventing bliss, it's about actively unscanning for existing positives, rewiring your brain's default network. You train yourself to notice the good that's already there, counteracting negativity bias. It's observation, not fabrication. E for engagement. Next, a simple 2-minute focused breathing exercise. Just observe your breath, the natural rhythm of in and out. No judgment, no forced changes. Anchor yourself firmly in this present moment. A mini meditation for immediate clarity. The goal isn't to stop thoughts, an impossible task, but to notice them without getting swept away in their current. This builds profound focus, calms the internal storm, and creates mental space. You observe, you don't react. R for relationships. While vital, today's micro-routine emphasizes strengthening your internal relationship with yourself, your thoughts, your chosen responses. Fortifying this core foundation positively impacts all external connections. Self-mastery is the powerful precursor, M for meaning. Now, integrate a powerful 60-second perspective flip. When facing any challenge, pause and ask, "What can this teach me?" Or "How can I use this adversity to grow stronger, perhaps wiser?" Seek the embedded lesson. Remember Epictetus, it's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. This flip actively seeks the meaning, the potential for growth, even in difficult situations. It transforms obstacles into opportunities. Purposeful framing, A for accomplishment. Conduct a quick control audit, list current worries. Then decisively mark each, fully in my control, partly in my control, or not at all. Focus your energy solely on the first 2. This simple act of sorting, of delineating control, is an accomplishment. As Peterson urges, take responsibility for your own life. This starts by identifying exactly what parts you take direct responsibility for. Clarity is action. Finally, track your progress. A simple 7-day tracker card. Small, consistent ticks for each element of this perma-routine. The goal is diligent practice, not elusive perfection. Small daily wins compound powerfully over time. Imagine waking not to an alarm, but to an inner sense of purpose, a gentle pull towards meaning. The day ahead isn't a list of demands, but a pristine canvas for intentional action. This clarity, this profound calm, it's your new baseline. Your morning routine itself becomes a meditation. Simple acts performed with full presence. No rush, no frantic energy, just a deliberate engagement with the start of your day, reinforcing your commitment to mindful living. You own your mornings. Your mind, trained in Stoic acceptance, greets daily challenges, not with reactive anxiety, but with a steady, "What is within my control here?" Emotions are acknowledged, understood, processed, but they no longer dictate your response. You navigate with an unshakable inner citadel. Perma isn't some abstract checklist. It becomes the very air you breathe, the rhythm of your days. Positive emotions flow from genuine gratitude for small moments. Engagement is natural, found in tasks aligned with your deepest values and strengths. Relationships blossom under this new paradigm. You listen more deeply, speak more thoughtfully. Misunderstandings lessen as you take responsibility for your part and extend grace to others. Connections become authentic sources of joy and support, not obligation. Meaning isn't a grand, elusive concept sought externally. It's woven into the fabric of your daily life. Every interaction, every project, contributes to a larger sense of purpose you've actively cultivated, a purpose uniquely your own. Accomplishment is redefined. It's not solely about external validation or chasing the next big thing, but the quiet, profound satisfaction of effort well spent, of progress made on things that truly matter to you, aligned with your core. At work or in your chosen vocation, you're not just ticking off tasks, you're genuinely impactful. Your focused energy, born from this inner clarity and a strong sense of responsibility, elevates not just your personal output, but the entire environment around you. Now briefly close your eyes if you can. Vividly see this future self, confident, serene, making choices aligned with your deepest values. Feel the lightness, the inherent strength. This isn't a distant dream, it's a destination reachable through consistent, mindful practice. This empowered self navigates setbacks with resilience. Disappointments are seen as learning opportunities, not defeats. The Stoic understanding of control allows you to adapt, to persevere, to find the constructive path forward, always. Your positive influence naturally ripples outward, touching those around you. Your community benefits from your balanced perspective, your considered actions, your quiet strength. You become an unassuming force for good, contributing to a more thoughtful, resilient collective. This is inner work made manifest. This isn't about achieving some static, impossible perfection, but embracing a dynamic, ongoing state of flourishing. A life where your inner landscape is as mindfully cultivated and as beautifully serene as the wisest monastery garden. This is the true sustainable reward. So, this compelling vision of a flourishing life, it's not some distant, unattainable mirage. It's the direct, logical result of consistently integrating these timeless principles we've explored together. It's a path genuinely available to every single one of us. This journey starts not with a giant leap, but with a single conscious decision to engage with these ideas, to test them in the laboratory of your own life. You have the agency, you have the power. Remember our initial starting point, perhaps feeling overwhelmed, adrift, or constantly reactive to external events. We then uncovered the profound power of Stoic discernment, focusing effort on what you truly control and learning to release the rest. This was foundational. We built upon this with PERMA, our practical framework for holistic well-being, positive emotion, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishment. These are not just abstract concepts, but actionable pillars to construct a life of genuine contentment and purpose. We fuse this with a vital understanding of gratitude and personal responsibility, recognizing the good and owning your choices. These become the lenses through which you view your world, transforming your experience from within. We explored concrete daily routines, simple gratitude practices, mindful engagement in tasks, embracing the profound responsibility of choice. These are the small hinges that swing big doors, transforming your mindset and actions step by intentional step, weaving everything together. And this integrated approach leads directly to that new life we just envisioned, inherently calmer, more sharply focused, deeply meaningful. A state where your carefully cultivated inner world authentically supports your outer contributions, creating a powerful virtuous cycle. The journey of transformation is truly yours to command. The essential tools are now in your hands. The innate capacity for profound and lasting change resides entirely within you. This isn't just philosophy, it's a practical blueprint for resilience. So here is your challenge, your first deliberate step on this renewed path. For the next 7 days, consciously track your PERMA elements. Use a simple journal or a dedicated app. Note one specific instance of each element daily. Witness your own capacity for flourishing. Notice the small shifts. Celebrate the minor victories. This practice isn't about perfection, it's about awareness and intentionality. It's about proving to yourself that change is possible one day at a time. At the end of these 7 days, consider sharing one small win, perhaps in the comments below or with a trusted friend. That simple act of sharing not only reinforces your progress, but also genuinely inspires others. This is how we build collective momentum. Always remember the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, when the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Cultivate them well. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Go forth and truly flourish.